Guys, today is Sunday, October 30th. It is 2:47 p.m. and this is the intro to the vlog you're about to watch. I'm about to start editing this vlog. I was going to do it yesterday, but it didn't happen. I didn't vlog a whole lot this week once again, and I did not start my bookshelf. Did not start my bookshelf. I didn't do a whole lot this week, but I did include some fun stuff so that you guys have something to look at. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little quick intro, say hey. Hope you guys enjoy this vlog. But look, like this is just water. And that's ice. There's ice here. There's ice here. But yeah, this is like wet. It doesn't go back in here though, I don't think. And like, it doesn't look like there's ice. I mean, there's a little bit of frost on that. Hey guys, today is Thursday, October 27th. It is 8:05 p.m. and I'm mad. What's new around these parts? Me being pissed off. So my freezer just stopped working last night. My freezer doesn't work anymore. Like, it's running and it's cold now, but it went out last night, I guess, because I woke up, did my normal stuff, got some cookies, you know, normal things. And then around lunch at like 3 o'clock, 3 or 4-ish, I decided, hey, I'm gonna have some lunch. It's wet, like all around it was wet in the freezer, and I was like, that's funny, but okay, like maybe it's condensation, maybe it's because like we had a really big cold spur and now it's hot outside. So I was like, look how cute that is. I was like, maybe it's because it's hot outside again, and it was cold for a while, so I was running my heater and now I'm running the AC, you know, and it's been like almost 80 in my apartment lately. So I was like, maybe it's that. Until I tried to cook my food and it smelled foul. Like it smelled like milk, like spoiled milk almost. And that's when I was like, none of this frozen food has smelled like that before. Like in the process of cooking, that has not happened before. So I called my landlords and I was like, I think my freezer is broken. And they're like, why? And I explained. And they were like, well, is it still cold? And I'm like, it's cold now. But something happened because my food is spoiled. And I was like, that's not on me. I haven't done anything to the freezer except put food in it. And there's not even a lot in there right now. Like, it's not packed, so I know it's not me, because I have overpacked a freezer before and fucked it up because I didn't know that was a thing. But it's not that. I know it's not that because none of the parts where the air comes out are blocked. I am very careful about not blocking those parts. And so now I get to throw away all my freezer food, all my fridge food, because I woke up and my fridge, I guess, went out too, because I have these little avocado cups and they're all completely brown in the middle. That only happens when it's not in the proper temperature, and I know that because I've accidentally left one out before, like without opening it, and they get brown like right in the center. So that's another little hint that my fridge stopped working last night and it went below temp, and apparently it went low enough to the point where my frozen food went bad. So now I get to throw away all the contents of my fridge and freezer 3 days after I just bought groceries. And most of my foods are cold and frozen. So I've not really eaten today except for a few cookies for breakfast, because my cookies are in the fridge just to be cold. Like, they don't need to be in the fridge. They're just in there because I prefer them cold. And like, yes, the fridge is still cold, but it clearly wasn't overnight. But the cookies are fine because they're just cookies. They're just regular pantry cookies. Like, they're just Thin Mints, I think, but not the Girl Scout brand. They're like Walmart brand Thin Mints, which obviously do not need to be refrigerated. They're just better cold, in my opinion. And again, yes, the fridge and freezer are cold now. I just want to make that so clear because, like, I know this sounds so weird because it is. And I've had that, and I've had chips, and that's like and then a little bit of ginger ale because I was like, I just need some kind of energy in me because I don't have pantry stuff. But I was able to get some. I got a few commissions. I got a few donations, and now I was able to buy some groceries, and they're going to be here in like 30 minutes. And it's all pantry stuff. It's like canned vegetables, beans, flour tortillas were buy one, get one. So I plan on making these like little bean taquitos. I bought soups, I bought bread. I bought 3 breads, like two, like one brand was buy one, get one. And then there was another like pumpkin spice bread that I wanted. I was going to get a pumpkin. Like I was going to buy a pumpkin and maybe carve it for you guys. They didn't have any. They didn't have a pumpkin to buy, which sucks, but I'm going to stop screaming, and yeah, I'll try to remember to like do a haul when the groceries get here. Hello. I would like to apologize in advance. I do have my ceiling fan running because it is hot in here and it's like whining. But so this was me waiting for my groceries to get here. I did have to do my inhaler because I wasn't having a very good breathing night. This day and yesterday were both bad breathing days, which is actually why this vlog is late. This is just me waiting for the Instacart person to deliver my food, and when I got that notification is when I went out there and grabbed my stuff. I forgot to do a haul, as you guys saw, but I basically just got a bunch of canned green beans, some noodles, water, some bread, pumpkin bread because it was on sale and it's limited time and I'm weak for it. Also, yes, I am Lysoling my groceries. We have a lot of stuff going around right now and I want none of it. So this was the dinner that I made that night. I made a vegan mushroom stroganoff. It's basically like beef stroganoff but with mushrooms, and I used canned mushrooms. And I had momentarily forgotten that mushrooms fuck me up because I have IBS. So this meal made me so sick. It was so good. It tasted incredible. I used almond butter, but it made me sick. It made me so sick. I was so upset. Also, yes, I use baby forks. It is good for my sensory stuff, and they get cleaner and they don't rust like all of my stainless steel has. So this little section is me doing my November budgeting. I've been needing to budget for a little while now, and I kind of am late in the game. Normally, I budget about a week before the next month. Also, yes, there are a lot of blur things in this episode, and you will see why. I was covering my insurance person's number because I had written it down. Also, feel free to pause and snoop in the messages in the notebook journal writings that I have there, because if I wanted it covered, it would not have been in this video. But yeah, this is my budgeting. I try to make sure to do this every single month just to make sure that things are all good and in check. And I actually have an autism appointment. I'm getting a spectrum diagnosis at the end of November. And if I can't find somebody to drive me there, I'm going to have to spend about $200 to get there because my insurance will not take me the 80 some miles it takes to get to the city that I need to get to get to this psych, and Uber is my only option, which really, really sucks because again, it's $200 and I am not looking forward to that, but I had to budget that in just in case. And here we actually, I actually forgot to blur something out, so I'm gonna have to go back, but this is my old sketchbook. I am blurring out very cringy stuff because I do not want to show you guys this stuff, or well, that stuff. These are from 2015 to 2016, it looks like. A lot of it is just me practicing and trying to get the hang of anatomy, and I actually really like a lot of these concepts. Like, I might redraw some of these. Like, I've been thinking about it for a little while, and I just keep thinking about it, and it seems like so much fun to go and redraw this stuff. That is my personal information, such as my dead name, and I do not want that out there. This one was 2016. I don't have it, actually I do have it in front of me. This one was February 2016 to March 2016, And as you can probably tell, well, if you can't tell now, it becomes a lot more evident that I was very obsessed with Steven Universe. Also, fun fact, I think that aerial drawing was one of my first ones that it didn't hit big, like it didn't go viral on YouTube, but it got more views than I've ever gotten before on an old account that I have no access to anymore. I'm going to try to find it and see if I can link it, but if I can't do that, then oh well, I guess. That is an old diary entry for when I guess I left my diary somewhere. And I guess I wrote it in my sketchbook. This was like my life work. Like, I put so much time and effort into this little comic. It's basically like an animatic of one of the cut songs from Frozen. And yeah, and then this was a really nice animatic that I loved. It was on YouTube. The credit is in that. I didn't read it fast enough. I'm so sorry. But, oh my god, it was such a good animatic. I remember being obsessed with it, and the song was such a bop. And then also that is very cringy, so I covered it up. This one was May to June 2016, I believe. And I think this is where my Steven Universe obsession gets a little bit more prominent and gets a little bit more evident, considering I drew Lapis 3 times in a row. And I started experimenting more with my colors. I had Copics. As you can also tell, I was getting very obsessed with flowers and butterflies, and I've always been obsessed with flowers and butterflies and women. That has always been my top 3 things that I love to draw. As you can tell, I barely ever draw fan art. I'm usually trying to draw like my own characters, but of course I drew a lot of Steven Universe, but this was 2016, but like other fan art I didn't really draw that much. I should probably cover that up too. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with these. I had a lot of fun looking through them, and I remember having a lot of fun when I was making them. And I actually really miss having Copics. Oh my god. Like, what I would give to have Copic markers again, but they're so expensive. They're like $8 for one, and I am not buying those again. I remember I actually bought like an entire, like, I think it was the big pack, but it was like the chows, so they were a little bit cheaper. I loved them. Oh my god, they were so nice. And then I have a couple of regular ones too. There's more cringy stuff that I covered up. It was either cringy or it was like too vent arty, so I didn't want to cover it. This sketchbook is actually a newer one. This one's from 2019 and it goes through 2021, I believe. And it's my current, I guess, sketchbook. I don't really do traditional art that much anymore. These pages are just, well, those 2 pages were just from me like testing out the colors. And these were me just trying to like get some stuff out. More Steven Universe. I cannot help myself ever. I think this was actually, that might have been the reveal for Pink Pearl. So that might be why I drew her. These are some characters. The one on the right is actually a draw this in your style thingy. I don't remember who did it, and that blue background scenery is actually a Steven Universe scenery that I decided to do a study on. These are characters of mine. I love them. Look at those flowers. I'm also very aggressively, like in my traditional art style, I notice that I'm very like wildly focused on details. This is some Lore Olympus fan art that I did, but I am unfortunately no longer a fan because the story is problematic, but I'm not going to get into that here. This was 2020, and then I just did not draw again until 2021. But these are more characters of mine, and then I start drawing mushrooms and butterflies just for funsies, and then the last painting in this book is actually characters from Of Mums and Daffodils. That is Eleodoro, and that is Bao. I have nothing to say because it is a spoiler. That is another one with Bao, and then the sunflower field where Eleo was born. But that is the end of that, and I'm actually considering going through my poetry with you. Hey guys, it is once again Sunday, October 30th, and it is 2:48 p.m. And I just filmed the intro, and now I'm filming the outro because I'm about to edit this video, and I didn't want to start editing and then panic make an intro and outro later. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I hope you liked the content that I had given you. I hope you liked the sketchbook tours. I know they're really old, but I think they were fun. I'm considering going through my old poetry, but I kind of doubt I will. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. A lot of it's real cringy. A lot of it's really bad. I'm still not a great writer, but I do still write poetry. It's just a nice outlet. Very ironic of me, considering I'm trying to be a webtoon creator and like writing a story in dialogue. But anyway, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and I would like to thank my patrons, T and Maya V. You guys have been giving me continuous support for a long time now. It's been a really long time. Oh my god, you two were both around the time I made my Patreon. And I'm really grateful that you guys have been around as long as you have, because your support does not only mean a lot to me, but it also helps me a lot. And I just really want to thank you guys, as I always do, or always try to remember to do. And yeah, if you guys would like to join my Patreon. So my tiers begin at $1 a month, and that is the Caterpillar tier. And that is basically just general support, and you get access to special channels on Discord, as well as early and exclusive art for my webtoon that I'm creating of Mums and Daffodils. Then the next tier up is the Chrysalis tier, which is $3 a month, which you will get early access to doodles, as well as of Mums and Daffodils episodes up to 2 episodes sooner. And you will also have access to storyboards and sketches for those episodes. So for example, if the webtoon is on episode 4, you guys will be on episode 6. And you will also be getting the storyboards and sketches that same week. Then you will also get the works and progresses of the episodes. You'll get to see me working on it as I work on it. And you will also be getting the benefits for the previous tier. The next tier up is the Butterfly tier, which is $5 a month. You get access to bonus concept art and any concept art of the characters. You also get to see my old versions of Mums and Daffodils, all of the old versions, including the most recent version and the first version, which is atrocious. You also get early access to Q&As, and you get all the previous benefits and tiers. And then the last and most expensive option is the Soul Butterfly tier, which is $10 a month. You will be getting spoiler-related content, as well as I will answer spoiler questions. Not super big spoilers. I'm not going to spoil my whole story. I want to make that really clear. Just stuff that I would not typically talk about in the open eye, I will talk about on that tier. You will also be getting access to 18 plus content, but be aware, you must be 18 or older to join this tier. And by joining, you agree to that term. And if I find out you're lying, you will be banned regardless of how long you've been a patron, how long, any of that. You'll get access to old Let's Talks about the episodes and new ones if they come back. And you will get all the previous benefits. I am thinking about making a separate Soul Butterfly tier that is just spoiler related content, but without the 18 plus stuff. Or making a separate tier just for the 18 plus stuff. I may do that, but that would depend on if that becomes something people want. But as of now, considering I only have 2 patrons and not really any other demand, once there's a demand for it, I will consider making a separate tier. But for the moment, Soul Butterfly is just going to stay how it is, which is 18 plus content and the spoiler stuff. But the longest, oh my god, this is the longest freaking outro ever. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you could, subscribe if you like my silly little vlogs. If you don't, okay. Hopefully next week I will actually have content for you. Hopefully I will have started the bookcase and hopefully a new fridge or a fixed fridge, something of that nature, because I'm getting frustrated with the fridge. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.